like now in my 20s. I was not the biggest fashionista at all. I think it's also because I had a very not boyish physique, but yeah, I mean, I guess we can call it that. And we're going to be unpacking it in more detail. And the people behind this is the number one South African iconic maize brand, Iwisa number one, which was established in 1956. And it's stepping into the world of fashion with an exciting new competition that is as bold as it is creative. Targeting young talents between the ages of 18 and 35, the initiative challenges participants to design a full streetwear collection inspired by the spirit and legacy of Iwisa number one. More than just a style contest, this campaign reaffirms the brand's commitment to staying timeless while investing in youth empowerment and the local creative industry. Eager to find out more about this, and I'm joined by Phumzile Nhlapo, who is a senior brand manager at the Premier FMCG. Phumzile, good morning.
Ntsako, and good morning to your listeners. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us. I absolutely love it when there's a woman and the word senior next to it.
Oh,
very tantalizing.
We're all about women empowerment, isn't it?
Very tantalizing to me. So talk to us about this. I think more so the connection between the fashion and the brand itself and what it stands for.
Yeah, 100%. So I also love when you said that you weren't really into the fashion space because you were boyish, but we know now, Ntsako, that fashion is very unisex, so it's very universal.
100%.
100%. So really going into the campaign, so the Iwisa number one Feels Bold campaign is an exciting national fashion design competition. We've just recently launched the competition on the 1st of May. Wow. And for us as a brand, it's really more than just a competition. And we know that Iwisa is not really in the fashion space. But what really we're trying to achieve with this competition, we're inviting young South Africans, and as you mentioned, between the age of 18 to 35 to design bold Iwisa number one inspired apparel that reflects our rich heritage and celebrates your unique creativity. And as a brand, we are about building strong communities and empowering individuals within them. And Iwisa number one has been part of so many South Africans' everyday lives, and I'm sure you're very familiar with Iwisa, Ntsako. Mm-hmm. And it's not just about feeding families. And as I mentioned, we may not be in the fashion space, but as a brand, we are about filling people with things that matter the most. And Feels Bold is an extension of that purpose. For us, it's more than just about fashion. It's about filling a new generation with confidence, culture, and a sense of belonging. So by creating this platform, we're really trying to empower the youth by giving them the space to be seen, express themselves boldly through their creativity and their unique identity so they can contribute to a future where they can thrive in.
And you know what's interesting about everything that you're saying right now is that I low-key made the connection between fashion and Iwisa, right? Because when you think about those who are consuming Iwisa and their interests, that's where they are. Because when I started the show, I spoke about how you need to understand your market and understand what they're actually liking. So I think it kind of fits quite beautifully. Why are we targeting the youth? I know it sounds like an obvious question to answer, but why specifically the youth with this initiative?
Yes, so the reason why we are targeting the youth is because this competition is more than just a competition for us. This is a movement. And we're really trying to empower the next generation to be part of the Iwisa movement. And we know if we develop the youth and we empower them, the future is bright for South Africans. So that's why we're really trying to get the youth into the space. And we know in terms of fashion, being fashion forward, being creative, the youth is number one within the space. Mm-hmm. And we're really challenging the youth to be part of this. And most people will think Iwisa is just a staple brand. And that's why we're trying to connect with the youth in the space and develop them and give them the necessary tools to say that I was bold enough to be part of the Iwisa number one movement. I made a history and I was involved in this exciting and amazing concept through my creativity and design.
And what are some of the attributes of this competition? So, are there specific categories with streetwear, or is it just full-on streetwear? Like, what are some of the details that we need to be made aware of before entering?
Yes. So in terms of this competition, we're really asking entrants to submit their own signature design, digital designs for a full fashion set. So Ntsako, this includes a T-shirt, a jacket, pants, bucket hat, tote bag, and socks. And we're asking them to blend the Iwisa number one's traditional cultural heritage with their own signature modern youthful style. And as much as we want them to be creative and we don't want to limit their creativity, submissions must also incorporate Iwisa number one's brand identity and color palette. So these top entries will be shortlisted by and judged by an expert panel judges. So where we will select our first, second, and third place winners. And really what we're looking for when we talk about street culture, we'll leave this to the young people. They know what street culture is, but we're looking for designs that are filled with boldness, so that really capture the identity of the brand in a unique and relevant way. So this line of clothing should be a bold statement about how they see Iwisa number one in their lives as well as in the future.
And what do the winners walk away with?
Yes. So in terms of the winners, so the number one winner will win a MacBook Pro with 38,000 Rand and 20,000 Rand in cash. And the second prize winner will win 10,000 Rand cash. And the third prize winner will also win 5,000 Rand in cash. So over and above the cash prizes, will also give them tools to fuel their creative career beyond the winning moment. So we are looking in terms of giving them the necessary PR coverage. We are looking at, in terms of mentoring these winners. So if it's a student or someone that's very early into their career, we'll be providing with expert panel judges as well as the connections that we have in the space to give them the mentorship, as well as if you're a seasoned designer. Again, this will further give you the exposure and the awareness in terms of your own brand to really excel in this space.
I've never wanted to be a designer more than now, eh? Yo, that 20,000 boy, yeah. And to a young person, you know, there's a saying in Zulu, it says, "Awikoshi pants." You know, a competition like this where there's an incentive like that and continuous support, I feel like it really feeds into the literally feeds, pun intended, into the dreams of, you know, young people. And it's quite exciting. So talk to me about the collaborations. Are you guys collaborating with different people to make sure that this happens? You know, what other partners, or are you open to collaborating with different organizations to, you know, make it happen? Or, you know, what is it looking like on that front?
Yes, so the primary reward really for this competition is recognition, funding, and creative tools. So we're also exploring and showcasing, selecting winning designs through digital channels and brand events. And our broader goal really is to profile these young designers themselves and help them build long-lasting, successful careers. So if we're able to do this, then they will carry this feel bold confidence and feeling into the future, and undoubtedly share this with others as well, so they can start their own powerful number one movements. So yes, at the moment, I cannot share in terms of the partners that we are looking into, but really there's big spaces in terms of them showcasing their work on digital channels and brand events. And once we've wrapped that up, we're hoping to communicate that soon in June.
Absolutely looking forward to it. So please spill the tea. What are the details? Where can we sign up? Where can one look forward to winning and putting together their ideal street style? Phumzile.
Sorry, my network dropped.
No worries.
So I couldn't hear that. Yes, so for people who are looking to enter, they need to go on our Iwisa number one. So I'm echoing on your side. Not sure what's happening there. Ntsako?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So anybody that really wants to enter the competition, they can go on our social media pages. So they can go on the Iwisa number one Facebook and the Iwisa number one Instagram. And on there, we've got a microsite. And when they click on the microsite, it will send them, when they click on the link, it will send them to our microsite. And on the microsite, there is an entrance entry form, and they will have to fill in that form. We've also got a brief template that's uploaded there, as well as they'll have to submit digital designs, and then they'll have to upload on the microsites.
Absolutely looking forward to it. On social media, where can we find you?
You can find us on our Facebook as well as on our Instagram account.
Awesome stuff. Phumzile, thank you so much for joining us today. We're looking forward to seeing what is new in the fashion space. And I think the young people are going to come up with some of the most incredible designs. And I'm looking forward to that creativity.
Thank you so much. So we're really, really excited on our end. And I'd really like to pose the challenge to your listeners and everybody out there. So if you're a young designer with bold ideas and dreams, this is your moment. So enter the ICYMI #1 Feels Bold competition and show us how you fill the world with your culture and confidence and creativity. So I'm looking forward to seeing how stories will be felt and let your bold be seen. So remember, please, to visit our ICYMI #1 social media pages and be part of building the future where we can all feel proud of. Thank you so much, Ntsako, for having me on your show this morning.
Amazing stuff. Thank you, Phumzile Nhlapo, the Senior Brand Manager at the Premier FMCG, which is ICYMI #1. 6:43 Central African Time. What music do we have coming up? We've got some jazz all over Africa. We've got some good old feel-good music. What are you having for lunch? Hey, funny enough, I have not even thought that far today, hey? I have not thought that far today. I think I'm really taking like each hour as it comes, because I've got quite a busy day ahead, so it's I think lunch will just be something on the road at this point. On WhatsApp, +27634069126 is where you can find us. I'm also going to go down a rabbit hole with you guys. I've literally explored